Have you ever noticed how easily we can slip from describing how things are to declaring how they ought to be? It is a common leap in daily conversations and philosophical debates alike, but this transition holds a profound challenge for ethical reasoning. Hume's law, also known as the Is-Ought problem, states that one cannot logically derive an ethical conclusion, an ought statement, solely from factual premises or is statements. This means you cannot deduce what morally should be done just by observing what currently exists in the world. The core mechanism behind this law is a logical gap. Facts describe reality. They tell us how the world operates, what causes what, or what properties something possesses. Values, on the other hand, prescribe action. They tell us what is good, right, or obligatory. The Scottish philosopher David Hume observed that writers would often move from statements about the world to statements about duty or obligation without any explanation for the shift. He highlighted that this new ought expresses an entirely new relation, one that cannot be logically inferred from any quantity of is statements alone. To apply this understanding, recognize when an argument attempts to move from descriptive facts to prescriptive morals without an intervening moral premise. For example, simply because humans have always acted in a certain way does not automatically mean that it is morally right to continue doing so. You need an additional premise that bridges the gap, perhaps a principle stating that traditional practices are inherently good or that natural behavior is morally permissible. Understanding Hume's law helps us identify a specific type of faulty reasoning, often called the naturalistic fallacy, which is the mistake of equating what is natural with what is good or right. It challenges attempts to ground morality purely in scientific observation or empirical fact, reminding us that ethical principles requiring a different kind of justification. Grasping this distinction enhances your ability to critically evaluate moral arguments, ensuring that ethical conclusions are supported by explicit moral reasons, rather than being subtly smuggled in from purely factual observations. It is a fundamental insight for constructing robust and coherent ethical frameworks.